and I'm here to talk to you about the Dapple Supreme pluot. I know in my last video when I was talking about the Geopride pluot, I talked quite a bit about the Dapple Supreme pluot. And the reason I did that is because I really see these two as being great planting together. I think they're perfect to go with each other. They pretty much bloom the same time and they cross-pollinate with each other very well. And they're both pretty similar in trees. The fruit's quite a bit different. The Dapple Supreme, it gives you like this, you can see the little ones here, I have them covered. It gives you kind of like an orangish fruit. And I don't know, according to the website, they have it as more of a purple fruit, but I don't know, the tag I got said this was the Dapple Supreme and it has orangish fruit. And if you look at the inside right here, you can see it's a nice red color on it and it's nice and juicy. When we had this one last year, honestly, I think this one right here, the Dapple Supreme, was probably one of the tastiest, if not the tastiest fruit I had last year. It was right there with the Flavor Grenade pluot. And my wife thinks this one was the tastiest. I think it was pretty close. It's pretty close, I gotta be honest with you. Right here, this tree is about 3 years old. And you can see it's growing pretty good. I gotta give it credit. It's a pretty decent sized tree. It hasn't done quite as well as the Geopride. As I said in the other video, the Geopride is a more prolific grower than this one. But when it comes to fruiting, this one is a little bit better at fruiting. And it produces more fruit. The one thing you will notice is this one, it tends to show its struggles a little bit more. You can see once it starts to get a little stressed right here, it shows its leaf right there. You can see how it's got like reddish on it right there. It just shows that rather quickly, which is it's fine. It gives you a good tell as far as when your tree's struggling, but it also rebounds nice. I mean, you can still see this tree has a lot of new growth right there. And this fruit right here is a very sweet, juicy piece of fruit. It's a very good tasting piece of fruit. I personally like it better than the Geopride. With that being said, I'm not knocking the Geopride at all. The Geopride is definitely a good piece of fruit too. But I just tend to like the sweet, kind of more of a type of tangy characteristic of the Dapple Supreme. And it's just got a really good flavor to it. The Geopride has more of like a plummy taste. This one just kind of tastes, it's got a taste of its own, I would say. But as far as growth habits, I would say this one is definitely a good growing tree. It's not as good as some of the other pluots, but like I said, it produces a lot of fruit. It produced fruit in its second year. And normally what I've seen is if it produces fruit in its second year, it's going to produce a lot of fruit in its third year. Hence, it also goes if it produces fruit in the third year, it produces fruit in the fourth year, that type of thing. But with newer trees, if it produces in the second year, normally what I've seen, if it produces a little bit of fruit in the second year, the third year you should be looking for a pretty good crop. Which this one I want to say is probably set at least, I want to say last year probably set 8. This year it took a little bit of a hit because I picked a lot of them off and it probably only set about 10. This one, it does have problems with bugs, as with all the great pieces of fruit, such as the Flavor Grenade. This one, you got to watch out for stink bugs on it. You got to watch out for those plum cicero or whatever. The stink bugs especially love this one. You can see like little black marks. I mean, like right here. If you see that real quick, right there, that's a stink bug getting on the wedding gift bag right there and just kind of sucking on it through it. And I'm sure that one probably has some damage too, but it's just a mere flesh damage. I normally just cut it off, and in fact that's what I did with this one right here. It had some damage right here. I just cut it off and that fruit is still juicy and sweet. I mean, you can see all that juice right there on it. But I definitely highly recommend the Dapple Supreme pluot, and if you're going to do it, I would definitely recommend the Geopride to ensure you get a good crop of fruit. And like I said, neither one of these is a bad tree to grow. But thank you so much for watching. Till next time, thank you.